So this is the sort of thing that happens when you've got a lot of elephant in Mopani country, or charcoal burners cutting trees. Everything grows back in a bush form and it sends up a lot of shoots, and the tree gets a bit confused, it doesn't know whether to go up or out, and you end up with a lot of bush like this, and it's pretty useless for anything. And eventually there's no grass underneath for grazers. So what we're doing in farmer managed tree natural regeneration is just to prune off some of this. So we take off the excess shoots and try and encourage the tree to have one shoot and start growing back up into a tree. Otherwise it'll just remain as a bush. So we're going to prune all this. Now, as you can see, probably you can see quite a lot of opportunity for firewood here. If we cut off all these shoots, the little ones and the big ones, we choose the most likely one to be a stem, this one, and we cut everything else off. So there's a pretty big piece of firewood. I'm not going to cut it now because it'll take me half an hour. I'm a lazy white man, but you can see the point that if you cut that off, this one, all these little ones here, you've got about 7 stems here you could cut and use for firewood. What we do encourage is that we strip off the leaves and leave them here, because that creates the ground cover you need to get the water to go in. But you've got an opportunity here for people to harvest this and prune the tree, get it to grow again. And a lot of these small ones, they really do benefit if you can prune them. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shoots, and if we prune those off, we probably have to come back after 6 months again. But if we prune those off, these bushes will grow quicker, much quicker. And this thing will turn into a tree within 3 to 4 years. Instead, if you leave it like this, it'll remain as a bush for the next 20, 30 years. It won't grow up into anything. So we're just going to prune that off a bit. Clean it up, and leave one shoot like that. Maybe we'll leave this one and see which is the most likely. Now that'll start shooting up. Come back in 3-4 months, it'll be 1 meter higher, just because we've given it a bit of energy. The roots of all these trees which are being cut are very deep. They bring in water and nutrient, and what we want is to concentrate that onto one stem or 2 stems, and that's got a chance. So I see a huge opportunity for people to come in here, clean this up, get the light in, get the grass growing, and get the trees shooting up, and you get an immediate benefit of some firewood. Of course, the bigger stuff, more useful. There's another one. All these could become trees within 3 or 4 years. But if you don't do anything about them, they'll just stay like this. I think that's the end of my story.